Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss lesson number 7 in General Mathematics under Strengthened Curriculum entitled Profit or Loss. So we're going to tackle about different word problems involving profit and loss. So let's get started. Okay guys, so we're going to discuss about profit or loss. So this is the 7th lesson or lesson number 7 under General Mathematics Strengthened Curriculum in term 1, okay, or first term. So we have profit or loss. So in discussing this lesson guys, we'll be applying the previous discussion that we had from lesson 1 to lesson 6. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with an activity. So it's entitled, Sino ang pinakamagaling magbenta? So in our Filipino language. So read the scenario carefully. Now we have here, um, Anna bought a bracelet for 50 pesos and sold it for 80 pesos. Then Ben bought a t-shirt for 200 pesos and sold it for 250 pesos. Carla bought a bag for 500 pesos and sold it for 560 pesos. Okay? Now, we are going to put it on a table. So, sino ang pinakamagaling magbenta? So you have those prices, no, cost price for Anna, Ben, and Carla. So we have here a table, guys. So we have 4 columns. First column, we have the cost price, then the selling price. For the second column, third price is profit, and then we have the markup rate as the fourth column. Now for Anna, since you know already how to get the profit, guys, as well as the markup rate, since the cost price and selling price are given. Now let's start with Anna. So Anna bought a bracelet for 50 pesos and sold it for 80 pesos. Therefore, the cost price is 50 pesos, the selling price is 80 pesos. So the profit would be 80 pesos minus 50 pesos. That's 30 pesos. And the markup rate will be 60%. That is 30 divided by 50. Okay? So times 100. So you got 60%. Therefore, Ben, you have cost price is 200. So Ben bought a t-shirt for 200 pesos and sold it for 250 pesos. So Ben, the cost price of the t-shirt is 200 pesos. The selling price is 250 pesos. Then the profit would be 250 minus 200 pesos, that's 50 pesos. Then 50 pesos, the markup will be 50 pesos divided by 200 pesos. That is 1/4 or that's 25%. Now let us proceed to Carla. Carla bought a bag for 500 pesos and sold it for 560 pesos. The cost price will be 500 pesos and the selling price is 560 pesos. Now the profit will be 560 pesos minus 500 pesos. That gives us 60 pesos. Then 60 pesos divided by 500 pesos times 100 to get the markup rate, we get a 12%. Okay, so I hope everything is clear on the table since we're done discussing about markup rate. Now these are the key terms that you will encounter. Although we have encountered this already in the past lessons, but this is for the sake of this video, we are still going to use these terms. So cost price or CP, the amount spent to buy or produce an item. Then selling price or SP is the amount at which the item is sold. Then profit is when you earn money from the sale. And then loss is um, when you lose money from the sale. Okay, so these are the formulas that you have to familiarize as we go through with our problems later on, sample problems. So profit or loss will be selling price minus the cost price. So it would be profit if it is positive and loss if it is negative, meaning to say if the result of selling price minus the cost price will be positive, then it's profit. If it is negative, then it's loss. So loss will be total cost. You will experience loss if the total cost is greater than the revenue. Okay? Then the percent or the rate of profit will be profit divided by cost price times 100%. And the rate for loss is loss divided by cost price times 100%. So break even. So what is break even, guys? So it is equal to revenue is equal to total cost, meaning to say no profit, no loss. So the cost price just returned. So that's break even. Okay? Or in our dialect, tabla ra. Okay? So the break even point when profit is equal to zero. No profit at all, but no loss at all. That's break even. So let's have example number 1. Maria is in the business of selling fabric softeners or softeners. She purchased 75 boxes of fabric softeners. Each box costs 3,200 pesos and contains 40 bottles. She plans to sell each bottle at 120 pesos. Now for the solution, step 1, compute the total cost. Okay, so she purchased 75 boxes, right? And each box costs 3,200. So each box costs 3,200 pesos. And how many number of boxes? We have 75. So to get the total cost, we're going to multiply 75, the number of boxes, times the amount cost per box, which is 3,200 pesos. That gives us 240,000 pesos. Okay, so that's the total cost. Now, so total cost is equal to 75 times 3,200 is equal to 240,000 pesos. The step 2 will be compute the total number of bottles. Now, the total number of bottles given each box contains 40 bottles. So, you have there total bottles is, it's given there that each box contains 40 bottles. So, total bottles will be 75. That's boxes, number of boxes times 40. That's the number of bottles per box. So you will have 3,000, or Maria got 3,000 bottles. Now, so you will have total bottles will be 75 times 40. That gives us 3,000 bottles. Now, how to compute the total selling price? Now, given she sells each bottle for 120 pesos. The total sales will be 3,000. That's 3,000 bottles and 120 pesos per bottle. You have 3,000 times 120 20 is equal to 360,000 pesos. Now, step 4. So you will have, since you have the total cost, which is 75 times 3,200, that's 240,000 pesos. That's the total cost. The total number of bottles, you have 75 times 40, that's 3,000 bottles. And the total sales will be 3,000 times 120. That is 3,000 per 3,000 bottles times 120 pesos per bottle. That's 360,000 pesos. Now, if we're going to let's compute the profit. Compute the expected profit. You have profit is equal to the total sales minus the total cost. So profit will be 360,000 pesos minus 240,000 pesos. That is 120,000 pesos. That's the expected profit. Okay. Now, example number 2. I hope number 1 is clear. Now, let's proceed to example number 2. Ella purchased 4 smartphones at 18,750 pesos each. She sold a 3 smartphones to her friends at 18,500 pesos each, and the remaining one to her cousin at 18,000 pesos. How much is Ella's total profit or loss? Okay, let's have the solution. Step 1, compute total cost. That is 4 times 18,750 is 75,000 pesos. Okay, because she bought 4 smartphones at 18,750 pesos each. Now compute total sales. She sold 3 smartphones, right, to her friends at 18,500 each. So that is 3 times 18,500 pesos. Then, and the remaining one phone sold to her cousin at 18,000 plus 18,000 pesos. That is equivalent to 55,500 pesos plus 18,000 pesos. That gives her 73,000 pesos and 500. 73,500 pesos. That's the total sales. Now, the total cost is 75,000. Wait, let's go back. 75,000 pesos. Now, so disregard the 4 there. So total sales will be 55,500 plus 18,000, that's 73,500. So just disregard the total cost there, guys. That's 4 times 18,750 pesos. That's 75,000 pesos only. No 4, just omit 4. Then step 3 is compute profit or loss. So the formula for computing the profit or loss will be the selling price minus the cost price. So the selling price you have, or the total sales, is 73,500, and the total cost is 75,000 pesos. That gives 1,500 pesos, and that's negative. Therefore, it's a loss. Okay. Um, so you have here, Ella had a loss of 1,500 pesos. Okay, I hope you understand example number 2. So now we had an example for the first time about loss. Okay, so meaning the total sales is smaller or lesser than total cost. Now let us proceed to example number 3. Esther has a small store. Last month, she purchased merchandise costing 75,000 pesos, for which she paid freight at 7,500 pesos. She sold 60% of the merchandise for 86,000 pesos after spending for various expenses totaling 13,000 pesos. She also paid 2,000 pesos for interest on money she borrowed for her store. Okay, there are 4 questions. Letter A, how much was her cost of sales? Letter B, how much gross profit did she make? And letter C, how much operating profit did she make? And letter D, what was her net profit? Okay, now let's start with letter A. Question number 1, how much was her cost of sales? Now it says she sold 60% of the merchandise. Total cost of merchandise is, you have 75,000 pesos. So the cost of sales will be 60% plus the 60% of 75,000 pesos. So that will be 0.60 times 75,000 is equal to 45,000 pesos. That's the cost of sale. By the way, guys, you might be wondering why the freight 7,500 pesos is not included, because you're assuming that this freight is already included in 75,000 pesos. Okay? Okay, so we are going to continue our discussion on example number 3. So we are now on letter B. Now I just continued this a part of this video lesson because yesterday we had a faculty meeting. So we have here letter B, how much gross profit did she make? Now the gross profit is equal to sales minus the cost of sales. So we already solved for letter A, the cost of sales, which is equal to 45,000 pesos. Now gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of sales. The sales is 86,000 pesos based on the given. Okay, so we'll continue. The gross profit is equal to 86,000 pesos minus 45,000 pesos is equal to 41,000 pesos. Now let us proceed to the third problem. So third, letter C, third question. So how much is um, operating profit did she make? Okay, how much operating profit did she make? So operating profit, the formula is gross profit minus operating expenses. So operating expenses is equal to 13,000 pesos, and the operating profit is equal to 41,000 pesos minus 13,000 pesos, and the result is 28,000 pesos. Now let us proceed to letter B. Letter D, I mean. What was her net profit? Now the net profit is operating profit minus the interest expense, because based on the problem, she borrowed 2,000 pesos for interest on money. On money she borrowed for her store. Okay? So the interest is 2,000 pesos. The net profit is 28,000 pesos, which is the operating profit, and minus the interest expense, which is 2,000 pesos. So we have 26,000 pesos as the net profit. Okay. Now let's proceed to the practice exercises. Number 1, I want you to answer this one on your notebook and show your solutions um, if it is about solving. So number 1, if the cost is 1,000 pesos and the selling price is 1,300 pesos, what is the profit? A, 200 pesos, B, 300 pesos, C, 1,000 pesos, and D, 1,300 pesos. If the cost is 400 pesos and the profit is 100 pesos, what is the rate profit? Okay. A, 15%, B, 20%, C, 25%, and D, 30%. Number 3, a seller bought a bag at 800 pesos and sold it at 700 pesos. What is the result? A, profit 100 pesos, B, loss 100 pesos, C, profit 200 pesos, and D, loss 200 pesos. And number 4, rate of loss is equal to loss divided by blank times 100. Is it A, selling price, B, total cost, C, cost price, and literally none? Okay, number 5, last number. What is the profit if a cell phone was bought for 10,000 pesos and sold for 11,500 pesos? A, 1,000 pesos, B, 1,500 pesos, C, 2,000 pesos, and literally 500 pesos. Okay, guys, I hope you understand our topic this time. This is lesson number 7. Mm, so, so that would be all. See you in the next one. Bye.